YouTuberinos. Yes, that is similar to Kimmy Gibbler. Nice of you to notice. Anyways, as promised, I have some movies that are not so scary to watch during the month of October. I don't know what you associate with scary, but for me, it's pretty much those gory movies, those demon movies, psycho killers, well, like extreme psycho killers. And there was another one. I'm going to put like those disease-ridden type of films, like, we'll just say those zombie movies. I really can't do zombies. Anyways, so if you really don't like some of that stuff, then you know what? Just stick here and stay and watch this as we progress to get you in that Halloween spirit. So without further ado, let's start from the beginning. Starting off with number 5, I actually don't own this movie. Actually, there's 3 movies in this list that I don't own, and I'm highly disappointed in that. We're gonna work on that. Anyways, so the movie that I have first is Paranorman. Why do you ask? I mean, it's about an 11-year-old little boy who sees dead people. Does that not give you any more Halloween vibes than that? Anyways, I don't like to give spoilers, so I'll just give you a little bit of what it entails. So as I mentioned before, Norman is an 11-year-old boy who can see the dead. And because of that gift, it leads him through adventurous things that kind of come to the one big part of the whole film. Now, what I have really appreciated about this film was that they used some of the Salem witch trials kind of history in that. And I don't know about you, but I've always been fascinated by that. It is a kid's movie, but you know what? If you're like me and you're a kid at heart, then you know it's a good movie to watch. So, definitely add Paranorman to your list. Now, this movie came out like maybe in 2003, 4 or 5, somewhere in that 2003, 4, 5 area. I used to really watch this movie so much. Like, I'm pretty sure I even know the words. Anyways, it's a Stephen Sommers film. If you don't know who he is, he did The Mummy. And if you kind of get my drift, then you know what movie I'm talking about. If you don't, then you should definitely try Van Helsing. I did watch this movie recently, and I couldn't last because it was kind of cheesy, and it doesn't hold as strong now than it did then. However, it definitely has some aspects that you could enjoy during the month of October. It relates to all of those classic horror old monster movies that were like done way back, I want to say maybe in the 50s. So you've got your Dracula, your brides, Frankenstein, and werewolves. I have to say that I have a favorite scene in this movie called the All Hallows Eve Ball. And all I ever want to do is be invited to a masquerade ball to kick some vampire ass. That's what this makes me feel when I watch it. Anyways, there's nothing really scary about this movie just because you don't see people's flesh being ripped off or, you know, having like things just kind of like pop out at you. It's really not that. It's more of like a history action movie, just giving you a story to watch as it unfolds throughout all of its events. I personally recommend watching it during the month of October because it'll get you in that vibe. Now, everybody has seen this movie. I am sure of it. If you haven't, you didn't grow up in the 90s and watch Disney Channel. That's what you didn't do. If you know what I'm talking about, then no, you're wrong because I'm not talking about Halloween Town. I'm talking about Hocus Pocus. I mean, that is like the epitome of Halloween movies. I don't know about you, but I watch that movie every year without fail, and it just gives me that awesome Halloween vibe. I love it. Oh my gosh. Just talking about it gets me excited. The sisters. Come on. The Sanderson sisters are just awesome. Bette Midler. All right? Sarah Jessica frickin' Parker and Kathy Najimy. I think that's how you say her last name. Anyways, you've got really awesome characters. You got some awesome fun. It's happening all on the 31st. So what more could you ask for? There really is nothing scary whatsoever. It's such a fun Halloween movie. Like, I know I've been saying fun, but it's true because when you're thinking about Halloween, all you want to do is eat candy and have fun, and that's basically what these movies give to me. Definitely add Hocus Pocus to your list. You've got some good songs in it, got some really, really awesome Halloween costumes, and just a killer story. So please watch it if you haven't. You can probably find it on ABC Family or Disney Channel because they constantly rerun that during this month. So if you don't own it, watch it there. I'm a big Mel Brooks fan, and if you know what I'm talking about, then you know that I am going to definitely talk about Young Frankenstein. First off, this movie is done in black and white, okay? Now, this movie isn't scary whatsoever. It's actually quite the opposite. It's hilarious. It'll get you in the Halloween spirit just because it deals with like the monster Frankenstein, and it's set in Transylvania. It's black and white. It has that eerie type of music, and it's just also really funny. So definitely give it a watch. It's probably something you might not be able to find on TV, but I'm sure you could rent it off of Netflix or Amazon or Hulu or anything. Wherever you stream your movies, you will definitely find it. I recommend it. It's rare that you can watch a black and white film just because no one makes those anymore. And I love that classic black and white film vibe it gives me. So if you like that, then definitely give it a go. This movie was done in 1960. It is also black and white. But this one is a little bit on the serious side just because what it deals with. So I'm talking about Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I saw this movie in film appreciation class and I fell in love with it. Now, it's not scary in the sense that you're going to have something pop up. It's kind of scary more that the fact that you have like a psycho killer is basically what it is. But it's a good movie to watch because it's suspenseful and it has a very good storyline. Once you find out what happens at the end and it explains everything, you're kind of like, what? And so it's definitely a movie that you need to sit down and just kind of enjoy. And the music is also very eerie, very well made. I loved the like the theme song and some of its most memorable music scenes, like, you know, the little ear. So I recommend you watch Psycho just because it'll get you in that Halloween vibe. It's black and white and it's a slasher film that's not as bad as half of the other slasher films in this world. Alright guys, well that's all I have for you. I hope these recommendations will do you justice and I hope you will like them because they're personally my favorites. And it's October, so it's time to enjoy this ambiance that we have now. So I hope you like them. Please watch them. And tell me what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, I guess I will see you in my next video. Bye!